What's poppin', Conroe High? Today, September 18, 2018, I'm Juan.
And I'm David. On today's show, we will have Wyatt Maturin as our special guest and news about Typhoon Mangkhut.
So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for today's episode of Total Recap.
Rice University is now offering full scholarships to families with an annual income of $130,000 and under. Undergraduates with an income of $65,000 to $130,000 are eligible for need-based financial aid. Students with family-based income of $130,000 to $200,000 are eligible for at least half of their college tuition to be covered. Families with an annual income under $65,000 are eligible for even more help, including tuition, mandatory fees, and even room and board fees. Rice is doing this as a way to try to help reduce student debt.
A typhoon creates a huge landslide in the Philippines during many in the chapel. Dozens of miners and their families were sheltered in the chapel were discovered dead Monday after the powerful winds and water swept through the Philippines, causing the landslide that buried much of the community. The typhoon wind consistently remained around 124 miles per hour and a trailing gust of about 200 miles per hour. Rolling through the northern Philippines this weekend, killing over 50 people, then skirting south of Hong Kong before making landfall in China, where only 4 deaths were reported. About 5 million in total were affected by this natural disaster in the Philippines alone.
Stay tuned for our interview with our special guest Wyatt right after this commercial.
Feel stressed, anxious, or depressed, don't be afraid to seek help. Whether it be a friend, family, or a counselor, there's always someone.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
We want to welcome today's special guest, Wyatt. He's a member of our wrestling team. Thanks for joining us today, bro.
So as a wrestler, you can say that you have one of the hardest sports to play physically.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, football, like, a play is like, what, 7 seconds long? Wrestling period's like 2 minutes, so.
And what does your workout consist of?
Mainly, like, lots of lifting weights and running, conditioning.
How do you maintain weight, and what weight class are you in?
So I walk around at about 117 pounds, and I'm going to wrestle at 106 pounds. So mainly, like, putting on sweats, sitting in the sauna, running, it's like the main way to lose weight.
And how many awards have you won over the course of your wrestling journey?
Multiple, but my biggest, like, accomplishment was, like, winning. I got 8th in the country in North Dakota this summer, in Greco-Roman wrestling. It's pretty awesome. So yeah.
What words of wisdom can you tell future students joining wrestling?
You learn a lot of life lessons. It builds character. It's a great sport. You should do it for sure.
All right, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah. Vote for Charlie. Vote for Charlie.
Now we will go to our weather team for more for today's weather.
Thanks, guys. I'm Josue, your weather anchor for today. Let's kick things off with the temperature, shall we? As you can see, we'll be starting off with 92 degrees and then gradually going up to a high of 95 degrees and a low being 71. And as we continue to observe, we're going to have 0% chance of rain today. It'll be just partly cloudy. And as we look at the rest of the week, everything will remain about the same except for the rain, so make sure to plan ahead for that. Also on news about the pollen, which we haven't got in touch on in a while. With the amount showing will be at a medium high, so be mindful when stepping out for a stroll. Now to wrap things up for our fact of the day. When the moon is directly overhead, you weigh less. I'm Josue, back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks so much for that weather report. We're going to take another quick break.
High at 50 degrees, turning colder overnight with patchy clouds.
Are you having trouble in school? Are your grades going down? If so, you can always stay after school and ask the teacher for some help. Tutors is always available after school. Just ask for your teacher's availability.
Now we'll be taking it to sports.
What's poppin', Colin Tigers? I'm Adrian. I got some tea about some sports. In professional sports, the Chicago Bears beat the Seattle Seahawks 24-17 last night to improve to a record of 1-1, and Seattle dropped into 0-2. Also, the Patriots traded for wideout Josh Gordon after speculation were going around that the Browns were going to release him later this week. In high school sports, Conroe Volleyball has a home game today versus Klein Forest. But there's another football game this Friday, Conroe versus Klein Oak at Klein Stadium. So come out and show some Tiger pride. All right, that's all from me. Back to you guys.
On today's episode of Cooking with Culinary, the cooking team will be teaching us how to make breakfast tacos.
Hi, welcome to Cooking with Culinary. I'm Claire, and today Ari and Payne are going to be making y'all some breakfast tacos.
Hello, y'all. We're just gonna make some breakfast tacos right now. So, and what we need, it is
So our ingredients are cilantro, sausage, eggs, some lime, onions, tomatoes, cheese, beans, and potatoes. We're gonna start off with mixing the eggs and the sausage in this bowl. And we have to be careful with everything, you know, food is food. So then we start just mixing it over here, really quick. And after that, if you want, you can put the tomato and onions on it, or if you want on the side, that's completely fine. You know, easy, easy. And add your tomatoes. Just cook it like that really quickly. You put some salt in it, you know. You need taste? Good. I'm just turn like this. I need some oil first, you know. A little bit. Now wait a little bit. Okay, so I think we're ready. Now. Right here, hurry up like this, please. Just wait. Let's take the plate in here. We got the tortilla. It's a flour tortilla though. Then we got the pork, and then take just a little bit, you know. Like, it depends on how much you eat. So got this here. Okay, so we're done with this, and then it's ready to go. Thank you. And then we just put like how much you wanna eat, like I say. Then we put it inside of the taco. Okay, so after we put the eggs in the taco, we just put some cheese on it, like, so you just kind of melt it. So good. We we just close it real quick. Okay, so we can put lime if you want to. It's really good. Or like peppers, you know, like. Okay, so we just gotta make a good presentation. And then we put some potatoes on the side. Now with the potatoes, you're gonna salt them and pepper them just a little bit. Okay, the cilantro, we never forget the cilantro. Really good. So, and this is what we get, just 90 seconds for a breakfast taco.
This is our lovely breakfast taco. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Those are great, David.
Yeah, they look great. Thanks again, Culinary. We're gonna take another quick break.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
We want to finish up our newscast today with a few announcements.
Homecoming is coming up next week. Here are the dress-up day themes. Monday will be PJ Day, Tuesday will be Twin Day, Wednesday will be Class Color War. Freshmen wear green, sophomores wear blue, juniors will be in orange, and seniors are pink. Thursday will be Home Away from Home, so come dressed like a tourist. And last but not least, Friday is Rock Your Conroe Colors, Mums and Garters. Don't forget you have to be in dress code.
The Conroe High School Skills USA 3D Visualization and Animation Chapter 315 will be holding their first meeting on Thursday, September 20th in room 512 from 3 to 3:30.
Physics Club will be meeting Wednesday, September 19th after school in room 218. We meet from 2:45 until 3:45. Come join the fun.
Lone Star College and Southwestern University will be in the CCC during all lunches. Sign up through Naviance to speak to a college representative.
Chess Club will be meeting Thursday after school in room 163.
Spanish Club's last day to pay membership dues is the September 24th.
Lastly, if anyone has any suggestions for new segments or new special guests, comment down below.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to follow us at KTIG News on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
As always, CHS, start strong, finish strong. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for KTIG News.